Good Thursday morning, South Carolina weather watchers. I'm your meteorologist, Jesse Peterson. Let's go ahead and talk about the weather for your Thursday. Starting off, what is going on right now throughout the entire state of South Carolina? Well, in terms of rainfall, we're done in terms of rainfall, but we'll look at the models in just a second because we might be talking about some snow flurries and all that kind of stuff. So let's go in and look at the special weather statement, as we do have one over here for Lancaster, Chesterfield, Pageland, Camden, Winsboro, and it is mainly because of a drizzle that is going on that might cause some very light ice glaze on elevated surfaces over the next few hours. So road and surface temperatures are generally warm enough to prevent any impacts to travel, but bridges, overpasses, um, those things could potentially get some ice on them. So that's over there in that area, and then over here in the very far upstate, near Long Creek, near Landrum, near Salem, uh, light snow showers or flurries will move northeast across the area, and most locations should only see a trace on mainly grassy areas, elevated surfaces, but localized amounts of up to an inch are possible in the heavier showers. Black ice is possible where temperatures are below freezing, with roads remaining wet from melting snow. Be prepared for slick spots, especially on bridges and overpasses. So that's what we're looking at there. And even if we go on and scroll our way out, see what's going on throughout the entire state of South Carolina, it looks like for the most part that we have some rainfall down here inside of Florida. You also have some snowfall over here in North Carolina, some snowfall in Wisconsin, the UP in Michigan, going on inside of Michigan, Illinois. All these areas getting in on some snowfall, maybe even up there in Maine and western Pennsylvania, getting in on some. North Carolina getting some snowfall as well. Cloud cover for the most part. We're still clouded up right now, so we do not have any sort of clear skies right now. But will we see some later is a good question. We start off here at 8 o'clock. You want to push this forward all the way through to 12 o'clock p.m. here. Still cloud cover covering the state. To 1 p.m. to 2 p.m. all the way to 4 p.m., 5 p.m., 6 p.m. You have some clearing going on in a lot of areas, but for the most part, we're staying mostly cloudy still. We move on to around 9 o'clock when I go live tonight to 10, 11, and 12 o'clock in the morning. And again, still cloudy, but some areas are still clearing up as we get through, rather it be from the upstate or near the coastal areas. Now, what about for our current temperatures? Well, right now, current temperatures are around 41 in Somerville, 46 in Charleston, as well as 48 in Beaufort, 40 in Georgetown, as well as 40 in Murray's Inlet, 38 in Myrtle Beach, at 37 in Conway, 35 in Florence, and 36 in Sumter, 38 in Orangeburg, and 37 in Columbia, 38 in Aiken, and even 33 in Bennettsville, 35 Newberry, and 35 in Greenwood, 34 Greenville, and 33 in Spartanburg, Gaffney, 32 inside of York. Air quality, for the most part, looking good, except for there is some moderate areas. Look at the legend at the top right. You see moderate 51 to 100 from the upstate to the Midlands to the western low country, even to the northern PD areas. Everybody else just inside of that good area. High temperatures for today, you're seeing, let me make sure that these are the right ones. Seems like that it is. Around 47 in Greenville, 45 in Spartanburg, as well as 42 in Rock Hill, 43 in Winsboro, and 41 inside of Cheraw, 39 in Florence and Kingstree, as well as Myrtle Beach, 41 in Georgetown, and 42 in Moncks Corner, 47 in Charleston, and 49 in Hilton Island, 44 in Aiken, and 46 in Greenwood, 47 Anderson. In terms of your winds today, winds for the most part are going to be on the kind of like the calmer side, going to be for around like 5 to 10-ish miles per hour, maybe around 10 to 15-ish miles per hour in terms of sustained winds, and then wind gust will be up all the way to around 15 to 20 miles per hour, maybe even a bit higher than that in terms of those wind gusts. So wind gusts will be up to close to around 20 for a lot of areas. Rainfall for today, we're done with rainfall for the most part for today. Same thing with snow accumulation, but we'll talk about it in just a second, but we're going to show the threat for some snow flurries to happen. Crazy score. We're at a 22 We are at a 22. Why are we at a 22, you may ask? Well, number one, because it is still cloudy outside. That's one of the main reasons why we're still inside that mild category. Number two, because of some breezy conditions. Gusts up to around 20 to 25 miles per hour. And then that's, some minor slick spots as well as we go into today with overnight rainfall. We already talked about that earlier. And then, rainfall, we're done with that for right now. So I think that's all the reasons why we're at a 22. SPC outlook for today, no thunderstorms are expected. Fire weather, nothing is expected there. And then for the excessive rainfall, we're good there as well. Let's go and look at the models. We're going to start off here at 9 o'clock in the morning. You want to push this forward all the way to 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock in the morning. We have some snow flurries going on up there inside of the upstate. And then maybe even some rainfall going on near the coastal areas still. But again, not a lot at all. Like a little drizzle. Nothing too crazy at all. In terms of, a bit further into the future here at 1 o'clock p.m., snow cover is going on throughout the upstate, going on throughout the Midland areas. And then, it kind of just may try to meander a little bit into the Petey and the Grand Strand area by around 7 o'clock p.m. tonight. Just some snow flurries or isolated drizzles, but like I said, not enough to accumulate anything. And then once we get to around 12 o'clock in the morning, we still remain dry. So, like I said, snow flurries are possible as we go into today throughout the upstate and throughout parts of the Midlands, maybe even the eastern PD areas, but not, no accumulation is expected for today. And that's all that I have to say for today. Make sure, because yesterday we hit 700 subscribers, we celebrated yesterday, but it's time to get back to work, get back to that 800 subscriber range. So we are 100 subscribers away from that main goal of 800 subscribers. Please go on and share with all the people that you know, friends, family members, acquaintances, people that you don't even talk to, and also go on and hit that subscribe button if you're new here and you've never hit the subscribe button before. Go on and do so there. And then also hit the like button. That's free. You can change your mind anytime. I will be back tonight, 9 o'clock p.m. with your Thursday evening forecast update. We will be talking about the drop monitor going into tonight. So make sure that you're there for that. It's going to be pretty interesting to look at. Everyone have a fantastic rest of your Thursday. And remember, hit those 2 buttons before you leave.